Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 VRC 10-Scale Stadium Truck Basher World Championship. I'm Mike Garrison to bring you the action. We've got an intense race set up here. You can see these drivers all set to go here. Big, meaty tires on these 10-scale trucks. Off and underway. It's going to be Victor Smid leading the way here on Bash Pit Long, one of our favorite tracks and originals on the VRC-Pro platform. Smid going to be out front here. Smid quadding up top, steps down. Gebauer going to be right there behind him. Gebauer up the inside now. Smid going to be trying to take that spot back from him, back through the center section once again. Gebauer in the 2-spot, Aker in the 3-spot, Enot in the 4, Lindgren, Carson Young, Navati, Andwin Gross, and Simon H. Victor Smid going to be out front, leading the way here through that center section. Victor in the purple truck. Back around onto the backside. Stepping, oh, big mistake there for Victor. That sends him up and over the edge into the fencing. Has to be corner-marshaled there. Drops back down. You can see right here, boom, hits that inside curb. End over end he goes. So Victor Smid, your race leader, he's dropped back now. He's got some catching up to do. And here's Smid. In the chase cam we go. Smid on the left-hand side of the racetrack, hitting that kicker section, back around to the inside here, up and over the double. He's going to be sitting back in the number 5 spot. He's got Navati just ahead of him, Carson Young, Tobias Lindgren. Carson Young, an up-and-coming racer in the real RC scene outside of VRC Pro. Awesome to see him joining for some virtual racing as well. And a good battle here as that whole pack of drivers worked their way onto the quad section. Smid working his way past Young now. Back around here, Carson Young trying to put the pressure back on him. Through the infield they go now. Victor, he's got his sights set on Tobias Lindgren just ahead of him. And that time by 13.8 for Smid. Your top qualifier after qualifying. He is on a move trying to get back up to the front after a catastrophic start here in this one. Victor's on a move here. He looks comfortable. On to the back side of the track he goes. These Basher trucks, not only are they fun to drive, they also give a whole new class of racing here. Kind of a mixture almost of a truggy mixed with a monster truck, mixed with a short course truck. Back on the left-hand side here, Jerry Gebauer going to be out front. 1.5 second lead now for Gebauer. Victor Smid trying to close that gap up. Carson Young just has latched on, though. He has moved up into the number 3 spot, now up to the 2 spot. Back and forth. No, I'm sorry, Victor Smid back to the 4 spot. Tobias Lindgren just ahead of him. Their battle for second, third, and fourth. On to the right side they go, Lindgren. He's got Smid diving up the inside. Smid trying to make the move. Here comes Lindgren. Here comes Carson Young, though. Young, he's got Simon H right there behind him. Simon going to be a lap down. Young sets up there, steps up, drops down on the backside. Drops off there. Carson Young, fast lap of 14.3 on lap 7. In the teal and purple. Back around he goes here in this one. This is a 10-minute race here for these drivers. Through the triple step-up section, dropping back around here. 3 minutes into this race, 7 minutes left to go. Gebauer out front, Smid in second. Lindgren in third, Young, Iker, Gross, Navati, your top 7 here in this one. Anglickner in the 8th spot. Enot and Simon H round out your field here. Oh, trouble there for Joseph as he goes off the backside of the track. Some slow motion action here. It looks like he goes for the big quad. Lands on the pipe, goes tumbling. Off the edge there and out of sight into the fencing. Corner marshal has to grab him. Oh no, I take that back. He lands back on his wheels. Hops right back over. That's the beauty of these trucks. Those big wheels, man, you catch a couple of them with the gas on, you're going to flip yourself right back over here. Back he gets going on the left-hand side of the track. You see that little kicker jump there. Victor Smid going to be right there behind him. There's Smid. Checks up there on the brakes, trying to hide under that tight inside line. Up and over the double there. Smid coming back around, some cool slow-mo shots of these drivers as they work their way around, showing their inside line here, showing all the suspension and all the physics that actually take place here in the VRC Pro Racing. Once again, look at this. Iker now up the inside there with Young. Young trying to dive around the outside. That is not a battle for position, I don't believe. I believe they're going to be a lap apart if I'm not mistaken. Carson, no, I take that back. Carson Young has dropped back to the 5 spots. That is a battle for position. So Young, I did not see what happened to him to drop him back in the field here in this one. We're getting close to that halfway mark. 440 down here in this one. 5:20 left to go. Coming back around, Eicher there just ahead of him. Young trying to dive to the inside. Young's got the move there. Now we're looking there at Jerry Gebauer. Was your early race leader. Victor Smid has now taken over the number 1 spot here. Back through the center. Oh, somebody upside down. Up and over the quad. Drops back down onto the back stretch. Dropping down on the right side. Through the kicker, through the infield once again. Through the crossover section. Crossover not used on this layout. Here's some slow-mo action of your race leader in the chase cam mode. Victor Smid as he works his way around here. You can see the truck suspension working at its finest. Into that 180. Here he comes into the back quad section. Got to set up just perfect for this. We saw it catch him off guard on lap number 1, but he has worked his way all the way back to the front to lead the way once again. His fast lap, a 13.660. Wow. Victor is moving here in this one. A 13.8 last time by the line here. Back around on the front side. Oh, somebody going for a wild ride. I tell you what, that little kicker on that far right side of the track there. I believe that might have been Enoch. That right-hand side, that kicker will really send you if you're hitting it under power, that's for sure. Here's Jerry Gebauer. He was your early race leader. Wow. What a line right there for Gebauer. Gebauer goes a bit wider than Victor Smid. Before that, Victor jumping up on the top of that tabletop and dropping down. Gebauer jumping all the way over, downsiding that thing. Here is Marcus Eicher there. Marcus up into the 4 spot. Carson Young back up to the number 3 spot now here in this one after a little bit of trouble. There's Carson as he works his way around here. Through the center section once again. His fast lap right now is a 14.334. See Carson taking that tight inside, steps up, drops down. There's Eicher not too far back from him here in this one. Marcus trying to close the gap up 1.3 seconds. There goes Victor Smid trying to put a lap on Marcus. And he's coming up on Carson now. Back through the quad section as the race goes on. Battery starts to fade, maybe just a little there. Victor going a bit wider than before. Here comes Jerry Gebauer. Gebauer still in second. We'll see when they cross the line this time by exactly 5.2 seconds is what separates them here. Smid diving to the inside here, working his way through traffic. 7:15 down. 2:45 left to go here for these drivers. Victor Smid back to the front here. He's got a 5.5 second lead. A lot of racing going on here in the back of the pack of this one. So your full running order right now, take a look at those lap times real quick there. 13.885. That time by there for Victor Smid. Victor's really moving on this racetrack. This is a tight racetrack, even for your short course trucks and things like that. So especially you get these bigger monster truck bashers out there, and it definitely gets dicey. It's going to be Victor Smid out front, Jerry Gebauer in the number 2 spot, Marcus Eicher in the 3, Carson Young in the 4, Tobias Lindgren in the 5, Navani Gross, Joseph in the 8th spot, Simon and Christoph rounding out our field here in this one. 2 minutes left to go, 8 down. We're looking at Marcus Eicher in the number 3 spot. He is now 1.6 seconds ahead of Carson Young. So that's going to be a battle for that final podium spot here for the Basher World Championship in our 10-scale stadium trucks. Onto the back side of the track they go. Dropping down, coming back around here. 8:30 down, 1:30 to go now. This race winding down. Victor Smid back out front, your top qualifier. Carson Young qualified in the number 4 spot. He is sitting 4th right now. He'd sure like to better it and finish up in that top 3. Jerry Gebauer coming around a 13.983, his new fast lap. So Jerry picking it up here. There's Victor Smid. Victor with almost a lap on the entire field here in this one. He heads on to the left-hand side. 9 minutes down. 1 minute to go here. 1 minute to go. Time is winding down. Jerry in that number 2 spot. Jerry jumping that whole quad section right there. Back through the center once again. 45 seconds to go. Here's Carson Young in 4th. He's 1.5 out of the podium spot. No, I thought that was our 3rd place driver. That was not. 30 seconds to go. Here comes Victor. Back around here. Only a few more laps for him. Back through the center. 1 more lap. 2 more laps to go here in this one, it looks like. It's going to be close on time. Smid coming back around here. 15 seconds left to go. This may be his last lap. It'll be close. He may get one more after this one. There's our second place driver, Jerry Bauer. He qualified second. Right now, everybody top 6 are sitting in the way they qualified, and time is going to expire. Victor's going to get one more out of this one. He's on his victory lap right now as he heads on to the left-hand side of the racetrack. Up and over the quad, drops down. Down through the rollers, coming back to round. Your race winner and world champion, Victor Smid. Jerry Gebauer taking the number 2 spot, and Marcus Eicher taking the 3rd spot. Congratulations to Victor Smid out of Austria, your 2024 Stadium Truck VRC World Champion.